Welcome back, everybody. First of all, I want to thank Manuel from Germany for keeping his critical thinking. These images are not from the bigger Earth. They are from Namibia. Ouch! This one hurts. Remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, where did I go wrong? Remember my previous mistake where I thought these images were from the bigger Earth? I have been thinking about it, and now I realize the answer lies in color. Take a look at this picture. The closest objects are vibrant of color. The further you go, things are changing into a bluish color. So the color will give away the distance. By consequence, this picture cannot be from the bigger Earth. Nor can this one. Because pictures of the entire ball will have been taken from the thermosphere. That's more like it. With this new information, let's do a quick recap of my evidence. Let's start with the good ones. Of this one, I'm 99% certain it's our crater. Other ones that seem to have the right color. Same story here, seems okay. What about this one? It seems to have this bluish color, but the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking now it's an air view of the Searles Valley, where they are rebuilding our crater. The only thing I don't understand is this white spot here. If it's water, it is not the Searles Valley. If it's snow, well, it might be possible. Why would they rebuild this whole Disney World map? A possibility might be when the shuttle is landing in our crater, it uses the terrain as a sort of beacon, a landmark. Maybe pilots are exercising in the Searles Valley to put the shuttle in our crater. This one of Mars, probably not. 90% not. What about this one? Well, this is another story, of course. On the right you see brownish colors, but the difference between these images and the images from the shuttle is that the spaceship is moving from low orbit to high orbit, so you still might see some color. Here an animation of it, ascending vertically, showing the Disney World map, and from there you glide down back to the crater. That would be space tourism. Is the Virgin Galactic going to space? Well, the colors are okay. What about this one? Well, the colors seem right. Look at the corners. It's a ball. No, it's not a ball. It's hollow. It's a ball. It's hollow. No, it's a ball. No, it's hollow. It's a ball. You see? Look, it's a small ball. The desert of New Mexico has become a little blue ball flying in space. It's hollow. It's a ball. Look at the helmet. That's a strange pattern there. My guess would be that the only correct images are the opening ones. The rest is CGI.
You see how very, very thin a little coating it is compared to the rest of the size of the planet. It's not like the peel on a grapefruit or the peel on an orange. It's not even really like, to me, the shell on an egg for relative sizes. If anything, it's almost as if we're covered by that thin little membrane between the eggshell and the egg itself. That's the tiny little membrane of air and gases that keeps us all healthy.
Well, she might be telling us there is air on the bigger Earth. Now, I wouldn't be making a new video if I hadn't some new material, but first let me give you a recap on the Disney World map. You will probably say, well, there he is again with his Disney World map. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm looking for evidence of our crater. So the terrain around our crater would be very important to notice, because that way you can situate our crater. Take a look again at the patterns, they might have some use in the next video. Look at the date, these images are very recent.
Cross over the coast of Africa.
So we have our little insectoids, the Anunnaki gods, doing some artificial space insemination. The colors are right.
Followed there by NASA astronaut Kate Rubins on her second journey to the space station.
Look at the blonde hair of our Viking girl. Male skull. Way too big shoulders for a girl.
This time, there's some success. The first egg landed in the water. Now, for the last one. Alone at last.
So here are the images now. I will show them at real speed. Take a good look and remember, you are looking for patterns.
Above West Sahara.
The range is 120, velocity is 067. We see the docking target using OSK. Copy. Automatic docking is continuing nominally.
Looking down the barrel at the orbital module of the Soyuz that connects to the descent module that the crew sits in for launch. And then
Let's start with the first one, probably the most difficult one, Airport of the Future. Now an easy one, the entrance complex. Compare it with the Virgin Galactic one. Moving up to the industrial park area. In case you might not see it. And then Then of course the next one, Epcot, but it's not the pattern on the right side, it's the one on the left side. Because of the clouds you can only see the center of it. Then the Virgin Galactic Center. So let's recapitulate. Airport of the future, entrance complex, industrial park area, Epcot, and now of course we have to see our crater. Well, nothing to see there. Or wait a minute, turn that back. Let's enlarge that and compare it with our 3D crater map. Well, if I'm not mistaken, you see Antarctica here, the entrance into the crater. Draw a few lines, line 2, line 3, and then line 1 would be the ice wall. And what do you see there in the middle between line 1 and line 2? If I'm not mistaken, this image is confirming everything I have been researching for about 3 years now. The Americas are lying at the exact position I have been showing in the 3D map of our crater. Well, I should be jumping a hole in the roof, but I'm not. Why? Well, I have become very careful. After a few mistakes. Sorry for that, people, you know, I'm searching. I don't know what I'm going to find, so sometimes I take the wrong door. Oops, try again. But I have to be honest, this is the first time I have the feeling that something is playing me. I don't know what it is, but it's very strange. It's almost too good to be true. So to be sure, I started looking again at these images and I saw some strange things, especially with the spaceship. At a certain point you see this strange movement. For people who have some experience with editing, you know that is something that is happening when you put two markers too close to each other. You get this strange hopping. Also, when you zoom in, this spaceship is like a 2D object. It has been cut out. And very poorly. But there's something else. Let's do a simulation. A spaceship is flying around the Earth. Now you zoom in on our crater, because our crater is very, very small. So now your spaceship must be bigger. But it's not. It is still that little small spaceship flying by. So it should be way bigger than they are showing us. So my conclusion would be that these images have been edited. You show some vital information about our crater and you let an amateur edit these images? Oh no, he forgot to erase the crater. I think not. I heard once on the internet a guy say, NASA is always giving you hamburger truths. You have one truth in the middle with two slices of lies, or you have one lie with two slices of truth. The conspiracy theorists will only see the CGI and say these images are fake. And the so-called scientists who have lost all critical thinking will refuse to see the CGI. they only see the little blue ball flying in space. Red pill, blue pill. Our enemy is very, very, very clever, people.
We have been given the scientific knowledge, the technical ability, and the materials to pursue the exploration of the universe. To ignore these great resources would be a corruption of a God-given ability.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.